Hi, ladies. I want to create some visibility for you regarding your nutrition, weight, and health, and why you might be feeling the way you are or at current weight, or are at your current weight. Okay, so what I see nearly every single day is a deep desire by my clients to feel better and lose weight. Women feel confused and frustrated and overwhelmed, and you might be at the end of your rope trying to achieve this. They tell me they have tried everything and nothing seems to be working. Is this resonating with you? Because 90% of the women that call me, this is what they tell me, and it breaks my heart when I hear this, because my life's mission is to help women have better lives in all facets. So we talk some more, I ask more questions, I listen, and this is what I hear. You're taking on the responsibility of the world. You're doing it all. You're living life for those around you, a lot of energy going out, but not for yourself, and you're feeling unfulfilled. You're stressed out on a daily basis, your marriage is struggling, you're gaining weight, and you're so very tired. Yet what you're asking me for when you come to me, and I understand this, believe me, I understand why you're asking for this. And I really want you to hear me when I tell you what I'm going to tell you. So listen, please. You want to add more to your plate with a meal plan, an exercise program, and testing to prove something is wrong with you. And of course, we can help you with all of that. You think that that is going to be the solution, and you think there has to be something else to this. And many times there are. Many times there's hormonal dysregulation, and maybe your gut health is compromised. Your cortisol is running too high across the board. You have blood sugar issues, maybe an underlying autoimmune disease. Of course, we're going to investigate this. But there's more to the story here, and that is the root cause. And what it is how you're choosing to live your life. Like, I know that's hard to hear because you're doing your best. I'm not here to tell you that you're doing it wrong. You are doing it perfectly. And there's room for opportunity. There's possibility that it can be done differently so that you can have a natural, healthy weight and the body composition you want, and all your organ systems and hormones are functioning optimally. Because listen, a meal plan is not going to help you connect with your husband or partner. An exercise program isn't going to help you offload some of your responsibilities and help receive managing life's daily tasks. It adds to it. A diagnosis won't reduce your stress. It's going to add to it. So do you see how it might benefit you to work on the areas that created the weight gain and the feeling of just not being yourself? How you live your life is the root cause of the symptoms that are presenting. And those are really uncomfortable things to look at and change, because you've been programmed to just change your diet. It's backwards. What you've been programmed and what we've been taught societally is backwards, my friend. I promise you this. I do this every day. Because when you start to address the root cause, you will gain energy to meal plan. you'll actually have the energy. When you reduce your stress, you will have the mental bandwidth to communicate and connect with your partner and kids. When you sleep more, when you're rested, you're going to have the motivation to feed yourself more nutritiously and move your body because you crave this new feeling of vibrancy. You want to keep that going. And when you decide to make more time to fulfill your life, by default, you're going to treat yourself better across the board. You make decisions that get you more vibrancy. It becomes kind of addicting. And when we work here, when I can gain the trust of my clients in advance to walk them through this journey, to do it the exact opposite way of what we have been programmed out in the world, that's when I see your weight naturally decrease. That's when I see your hormones regulate and balance and your digestion up level. This is when I see the spark come back to your eyes and you start smiling again and you wake up happy and you start talking. I hear you start talking about yourself, your own desires and your future. And then I see you making time for it. And I promise you, if you're willing to start here, if you're willing to do it backwards, if you're willing to try something completely different than what society has told you is the way to health and weight loss, everything will regulate. And you will have developed a skill to get there without the reliance of a meal plan or an exercise program or a diagnosis or anything outside of you. And of course, if there's any lingering issues, we're going to address them. I'm not saying we're going to ignore this. We're going to test you and it will refine your nutrition. And we'll get you the right supplements or even send you out for pharmaceuticals if need be. So ladies, I offer you this. Take an assessment of your life. Like truly, if you are wanting change, do an assessment. Kind of like when you're planning your kids' summer, all the camps and the daycares and the pickup and the drop off and everything, right? You're doing an assessment of what needs to occur. Do that with your life. Where can you identify areas that are taking away from your well-being? You see them? You're going to feel them. Put them on a list. Write them down. Create visibility to this. And then decide, are you ready to work on them? And if you are, do whatever it takes to make the change. And I always recommend starting with just one thing. By nature, we multitask. We cannot multi-focus. So just pick one thing that you can do that's going to help increase your well-being. Whatever that is for you, whatever well-being looks like for you. Keep it simple. Execute. Collect a win. Move on to the next one. Because this process is about accumulating wins through trial and error. And when you do that, that is when the magic happens. So ladies, be willing to go outside of the norm here. I promise you, after 10 years of working with you, I know this process. Go and do it. Have a great day, everyone.